Okay, so what we're going to go through now is macros and shortcuts. They are slightly different. Okay, so a shortcut. So if we open up one of our forms that we've done, so this is from the test video. If it's not in the normal view, if it's in that view, remember to change it to the design view. And in Access, it's already got lots of easy buttons pre-programmed in. So if we want to use any of these, these are the kind that are just like the short snappy ones, like move to next record, move to last record, save your database, exit it. So just one keystroke actions. Making sure we're on the design tab, and again we're in the design view, we just use this button here. And then once we click on that, drag and draw a box wherever you want the button to be. Let go. And then it'll say, well, come on then, what kind do you want? So if you look, as I click on different kinds on here, it'll give me all the different kinds of buttons that I could use without me having to create and program them myself. So if I, for example, use record navigation, if I've got that I want a button that will go to the next record, I'll choose that one. On the next page, always use text, because on your buttons you've got words. And again, looking at your design template, put on here whatever you want your button to say on the actual box. Okay, you can give it a name so you know what it'll be later, and then you've got your button. So then again, just like any other box in the form or report, we can drag it to make it bigger, and then I can also highlight the text, and using my home tab I can make that font bigger. I can right click and change the font colour, so I might want it to be red, and again right click, and I might want the different colour properties to be different as well. So if you look back and I click on it now, I can do that as well. And I can do that all the way through. So let's say again, go back to the design tab, I want another button, but I want it here, and I want it to save the database. Then look down here until you find it. Okay, so it's in the form. Is it in there? Is it miscellaneous? So I probably want to quit the application. Yeah, can you see all these different ones that we've got? Take your time to go through them, because that will make you understand more as to what you can do. So if I wanted to quit it, again the text I might put here, close Games R Us, give it a name, and then again I can make the button bigger, wider, whatever I want. I can click on the text, and just like before I can make the text bigger, whatever colour I want, click on it, make it larger. Okay, and then if I go back to the view of the form, if you look like now, I mean obviously I've mixed this up because it's on the games as I'm doing footballers, this is just for an example for you, but I'm on record 1 here, whereas if I click there, move to next footballer, I can see that it's worked because it's moved to 2. So I might well end up with a good line of buttons there. Alternatively, what you can do is create a macro. A macro is where you've got more than one step in your shortcut. Now your screen might look different to this slightly, but it's basically you pick the different stages you want. So it might be open a report. Which report do you want to open? So you'd pick the name of the report, and then the next step might be, for example on mine, I might want to close something else down at the same time. So close what? So I might want a button that closes the form that I'm in at the moment and opens a report. So you've got a different step for each part of your macro. Yes, save it, MCR, whatever you've called it. And then once you've saved and created a macro, you can then go to one of your forms where you might want it, go to your design view, but then this time, instead of adding one of the buttons, we would just add a text box, oh sorry, not a text box, my mistake, a label, which is just a boring box, which might be open report, and then what I would just do is right click on that text box